What's up, YouTubers? So, this is my first crypto channel. I feel the need to make this channel because there's so much going on in the market. It's crazy, and there's a lot of weak hands out there that just don't really understand why prices are dropping, why they even go up. Everyone just hopped in and price went parabolic, and now we're sitting in a pullback, and everyone's saying the market's crashing. You got CNBC saying how to sell Ripple. You got tons of people saying this is the end. Well, guys, I beg to differ. I'm going to go over a few charts and show you what I see, because I feel like in the whole crypto world, everyone is lacking a technical analysis. Everyone's able to see the news and just go off fundamental aspects of why price is surging or parabolic moves or why price is falling, which I do agree. Fundamentals are very, very important, but that's only half the battle. Yes, fundamentals move price, but technicals will allow you to dictate where it is going and where you could possibly find an entry. When is a good time to pick up a coin, because a lot of people buy a coin and then it goes down and they're like, why is it going down? Well, did you look at a chart? It's a clear downtrend. Like, that's why I think technical analysis is very important in the crypto world, and it's very overlooked and kind of thrown to the side. So I'm going to go over a few technical analysis on Bitcoin, some XRP, because I'm an XRP fan. I know there's a lot of hate out there, but it's all about utility at the end of the day. So let's get to it. I got CoinMarketCap up. We got the market cap down from our high back in, I believe, December, beginning January. It was about 800 billion. We've already lost half of that, but the overall aspect, if you look at the bigger picture, from the first of 2017 to the end of 2017, we're up a significant amount. So I don't even know why people are panicking, to be honest. I think it's just because majority of people got in when the market cap was already at maybe 600 billion, maybe 700 billion. Even the real noobs got in at the 800 billion market cap, expecting it to just continue to trade higher and higher and higher. And there's no such thing as a bear market. So let's take a look at these. We got Ripple coming off its high, which was, I believe, $3.60. You know, Bitcoin spiked to $20,000. We got Ethereum holding strong through the whole bear market we got going on. I wouldn't even call it a bear market, honestly. I would just say it's a normal pullback in an overall uptrend, which I'll break down to you guys, because a lot of you guys don't understand charts. You guys read these charts and try to predict things off of these line graphs, which is, to me, a losing battle. And then it's even funnier when you guys click it and then you try and go off of this. That's not how you read a chart. So yeah, we got everything basically down. Maybe a few coins that ducked the whole mayhem, like Ethereum, some others. But let's get into the charts to calm some nerves, because everyone's over here panic selling and everyone's over here causing more FUD, telling their friends, and their friends are telling their friends, and a lot of stuff's going around the internet. Alright, so here we have Bitcoin. This is a daily chart. Now, just look at this chart and tell me. We can see consecutive higher highs and higher lows, correct? We have swing up, we made a high, came off the high, higher low. Swing up, we have a higher high, and swing down, we have a higher low. This is called market structure. Now we have the next swing. It beat the last high, and then the low beat the last low. And then we have the parabolic move where everyone decided to get in. This is where everybody got in, all over here. Even a lot of people, I know some people that bought the summit of this rally, which is crazy when you could see that you have an impulse move and a correction. Impulsive move, correction. Impulsive move, and the correction hasn't happened, and people were buying. If you were to pull up a chart, you could just see you have a big impulsive move, wait for the correction. I know some people got fooled here on the pullback. I did manage to buy some Bitcoin at the 10,000 area, the 9,000. I'm just holding those positions. I'm not really worried about it because the overall trend is up. You see? Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. And now, if I was to pull up a trend line, this trend is still intact, ladies and gentlemen. This is the trend. Well, there's multiple trend lines I could draw. I could draw from here, I could draw from here, but this is the one that I'm looking at because it has confluence with the 200 SMA. An SMA is a simple moving average, smooth moving average. Basically, this 200 moving average is just the average closing price of 200 candles. What it acts as is like a dynamic support and resistance. If you guys aren't familiar with support and resistance, YouTube it. It's really basic stuff. So what I mean by dynamic, it's like a following support and resistance. As you can see, price came down. It barely whipped the 200 and instantly got rejected. Same thing that would happen on a support level, which if I go ahead and draw a support level off of these highs, resistance becomes support. It's coming down to this level as support. And it left a nice wick showing bullish momentum coming into the market. You have a nice wick rejection. This is actually a very bullish signal to me. I trade a lot of Forex, and I use strictly price action to dictate whether I'm going to take a position or not. And this is something that I trade, actually. It's a simple pin bar. There's many names to it. Spinning top, kangaroo tail. The list goes on. But they're all the same thing. They're a bullish signal. So what I could see happening with Bitcoin is once the FUD clears up and once the dust settles, I could see Bitcoin trading higher. What we would need to happen to confirm a full-on uptrend on Bitcoin is for price to beat this high, and then you want it to make a new low, a higher low. Such as that. This is new structure. So it would make a higher high, higher low, higher high, and then a higher low. Normally it goes off of support and resistance. The last bounce would become support and bounce the trend and continue to trade higher. So you would have price come from here, come down to the previous bounce, and bounce again. That is very basic textbook stuff, guys. So let me just remove all that. That's what we would need for Bitcoin to start trading higher. What I would like to see. Sorry. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out to see some new structure being formed. We do have a pullback. We could even see price come a little bit lower. Come test the actual trend area before it moves, before it wants to make a move, which would be, somewhere around here. If it fails to make a new high, we will see this, a continuation of the downtrend. Sorry, guys. So we would have price come up here, along with this trend line, this downtrend line we got, which is a short-term trend because it is just a trend back to its overall uptrend. So we would have price surge up a little bit, which it looks like it is, and then trade lower down to the initial trend line before actually making its move. And when it does that, it would create the new low. See that? And then we would look for a bounce. Maybe an inverse head and shoulders. Something like this. Something like that. break that, and off to the races for Bitcoin. We just have to keep an eye out, watch the charts, watch the news, what's going on in the media. Also, another thing I wanted to point out with you guys is a lot of these cryptos, if you take a look at the charts, they're almost identical to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been around longer, so there is more price action history. But in terms as, short-term growth for the overall parabolic move that we just recently had, a lot of the charts are very similar to this exact structure we got going on. I'll pull up XRP in just a moment to show you guys exactly what I mean. And quite ironically, they're so identical. If I was to pull out my Fibonacci tool, a Fibonacci retracement, Fibonacci extension, if you guys don't know what that is, YouTube it. Very basic stuff, textbook stuff. These are good things to know. So the way to use it is you just want to capture swing low to high in this case. In other cases, swing high to low. But if I was to go ahead and pull out my Fibonacci retracement, look where price is. Right at a 78% retracement off the daily chart on the last swing. The most previous swing high, the whole parabolic move. So we've already pulled off that high when everybody, I guess, decided to get in cryptos out of nowhere, and we had a bunch of, new channels coming all along, like mine, but I was into cryptos. I just never really talked about it much, but now this is becoming a legitimate thing, and everybody feels the need to talk about it, so I guess I'm going to start talking about it too. So we got price coming down to 78% retracement from the overall swing right here. Now, when I show you this, you're going to have an aha moment. So, a little recap of what I just went over. We can see price have a pullback to this downtrend before trading lower, or we could have this bullish signal be valid and have price trade up and onto the races. But it all determines on what news we have in store coming this week, which would be every February 4th, and we got media coverage coming out with things and stuff like that. Now, let's pull up XRP's chart. Boom. So if I go ahead and delete this. Okay, so I have simple support and resistance lines on my XRP. This is off Kraken servers, by the guys. This is another. This is a daily time frame as well, just like Bitcoin. So we had the parabolic move. I actually accumulated all my XRP in this range over here, 20 cents to 23 cents. Right now, I'm scaling in at the moment. I'm just averaging into my position. Hold on. Alright, sorry, my dog's acting a little strange. So if I go ahead and fib this up, just how I did on Bitcoin's chart, from swing low to swing high. Get down. You want to see Bitcoin's chart? Huh? Show the media. Show everyone. Tell them. What do you think? Are we going to moon yet? Are we going to moon? Huh? Are we going to moon? Get out of here. It's my black lab puppy. He's attached to me, guys. Alright, so we have the swing high, swing low to swing high, fib extension out, and you can see price fell down exactly where Bitcoin's price fell, the 78% retracement, and look at the candle it formed, guys. It is the same exact bullish pin bar that we have on Bitcoin's daily chart. It's literally a spitting image of Bitcoin's chart. Right on previous support, and right on this blue one is my 100 moving average. It's the same thing as a 200 moving average as I explained earlier, but it's just the average closing price of the previous 100 candles versus 200 candles. It acts the same way as dynamic support and resistance. Also, people trade these things when they cross and stuff, but I'm not going to get into that. You guys do your own chart research. I'm just here to show you my charts and what I see going on. So what I could see in the near coming future with XRP and Bitcoin, I could see price trade up, and if it does not take out these highs right over here, we will continue to trade lower with the overall downtrend that we have right now. It's kind of a steep downtrend, but if I was to drop down to a 4-hour, it'd make a little bit more sense. See, it looks a little bit more mild. You could see it. It's not as steep. But if you see here, we're already having on the 4-hour off the trend line I just drew from the daily, a bearish pin bar, showing that price wants to sell a little bit lower, and it already is selling. So we just have to see what fundamentals we have coming out. Ripple's been killing it, honestly. Ripple has been dropping partnership after partnership after partnership after partnership. It's only a matter of time before mass adoption is a real thing, even though it is, but more than what we have right now. So we could see price trade higher. If it doesn't take out these highs, expect to bounce off this resistance level, which is around the $1.30, $1.35 area. Maybe even $1.20 right off these lows over here. Minor. Alright guys, so I'm going to be putting out videos every weekend on my holdings. I went over Bitcoin and XRP today because XRP is one of my largest holdings. I'm a big fan of them and what they're trying to accomplish. And I'm going to always cover Bitcoin because until these coins can move independent of Bitcoin's price, I feel Bitcoin is more than important to go over, and you need to know exactly what's going on with Bitcoin's price to determine the other prices. Alright guys, so I'll catch you next time. Leave a comment below, subscribe, and I'll let you know off the comments that you guys leave. I'll let you know what coins I want to go over next, and don't forget, hit the like button. Thank you guys.